Right. As we were saying before the thing, I'm saying this for the benefit of the studio audience. Matt's got about 15 years of experience of playing this system and this campaign. Well, not this campaign, but 15 years with the system. So we're going to do a little bit of question and answer session with Matt. Do you have any questions, John?
Nah, still learning.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, if you come up with one, because I know Alex has got a couple. That's why I started with you, because I know you have shit. Be thinking about any questions, and after Alex is done, I'll come back to you, John. Okay?
Yeah, I'll work off and see what he gets.
Cool. Alex, go.
So, Matt, I am quite new to the system, as you know, and this is the first time I've ever had to deal with insanities or losing sanity points. What is your suggestions / recommendation on how to build up your sanity?
Okay, so first off, two answers to that question. So I'll deal with first off, just touch briefly on insanities themselves, because this is something that might have been discussed like partly here, partly there. So might as well get this all wrapped up in this one kind of question and answer session. So insanities, when you're picking insanity, obviously something that fits the character obviously makes sense if you can. If it's something that you've kind of already started exhibiting as your character, you can kind of develop that into something more when you get an insanity, that it kind of naturally flows. But it's also good to try and maybe have something that's connected to the trigger event. So whatever it is that made you lose insanity in the first place, enough to get you an insanity, you can then, like you've done with the water. So the thing with insanities, you've got to remember, they've got to come up in an adventure. So you don't want something so obscure that you're not going to get play out of it. You want to get, I mean, insanities can be fun if you play them right. And that's the next point. They've got to be fun, and they've got to be detrimental to you, but not so much to the party. So if you've got something that's screwing over the party all the time, you're not going to be long for this world. So there is some balancing going on there. It can be tricky to come up with something that's going to be fun to play with, that does screw you over every now and again, but doesn't end up screwing over the party, because then they'll just get annoyed and take you out to the swamp and deal with you there. So that's those are kind of important parts to think about when you're picking the insanity. As far as once you've got the insanities and you want to kind of try and get healthy again, yeah, I mean.
Wait, before you go into that, can you give you touched on it briefly, have it related to trigger event, but a lot of people struggle to come up with good insanities.
Yeah, so
and you've had some of the best insanities in the game.
To give you an idea, I mean, I think Alex is a prime example. It just happened to be that his one, not the thing that kind of, not the thing that triggered it for him, because something like a big Shoggoth, right? There's a good chance with the amount of insanity points you're going to lose to something like that. That could be the triggering event. But then it's kind of tough to do that. So I would look for something that was more kind of fun and quirky that happened around that event. So even though it was connected, the whole Alex burning down the kitchen, and then subsequently you picked up on that. It was such a funny event. Logan picked up on that. So next time you fumbled in any regards to, Logan's going to jump on that. He's going to be like, oh, you just burnt another room down. That is cool. You've become known as the guy that every now you go into a certain room, there's a chance it could catch on fire. You might have nothing to do with it, but that's a great incentive to build on. I would try and modify the fireman one. That to me doesn't quite sit right. I would definitely have like maybe you think, even though it's your actions, maybe you're like, maybe it's not my actions. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm jinxed. I go into a room. So maybe like from now on, like every time you go into a room, you're always like cautious to like stay away from extra flammable material and stuff like that. That could be quite fun. There's always that danger that, if Alex is going in that room, it could burst into flames. So we better be careful. But that is cool. That's funny. It's great role play. It's it's a detriment to you because you might maybe lose a round or something in combat at the beginning. Like, right, let me check I'm not standing next to any hay. Shit might go up. And it's not going to really fuck with the party, you know. So I think it's great to have something more like that, like I could be a human fireboy. And then the cool thing with that is eventually, if it goes too far, not too far, but if it goes further enough with it, you never know. Like Logan might be like, you know what, I'm gonna jump on this and I'm gonna make something special out of this. And, you know, that's how characters grow. It's a great way where characters grow. And sometimes it's not even in your control. Sometimes characters just develop depending on kind of what kind of lines you choose to follow and where the campaign takes you. So a prime example for mine, it's one of the weirdest characters I ended up having was a guy called Hugo Harrington, who started off as a straight-laced beat cop in America. He was a British man in America who became a citizen, and he was a beat cop. That's it, just a beat cop. He was on the streets, walking around, you know, writing tickets. And this guy, in a matter of I don't know how long, but due to like insanities and stuff, he went from being a beat cop to a transvestite dressing great white hunter to a minor embodiment of death. You can't write that stuff. I never created that character thinking, yeah, I think this guy's going to become a minor embodiment of death eventually. It just happened. So a lot of times you just go with the flow. You just take the insanities, build them off of what kind of made them that way, and next thing you know, down the line, you could become the Human Torch. Or I don't know. You know what I mean? You just don't know where it goes. But that's the fun thing to me, is seeing how your character develops from choices you've made or just circumstances that have just happened, that you've just happened to be there in.
Yeah. And now the next part of his question is because picking up you touched on picking up interesting quirks is really important early on. I mean, because I regard it as a way of like testing out the insanity, like but in a very minor way. It's like, and that's if you do that early enough, because then you can pick it up and go, this doesn't feel right, I'm going to drop it, and try picking up something else. Like for example, police officers in real life, a lot of them have lucky things because it's hard. No, it's true. And so they may like if they're doing a certain thing, then they may be like, I need this certain stuff, and if they don't have it, they stress out. A lot of people in high risk jobs do that sort of thing. I mean, obviously, if you're riding a desk, you're not going to be like, I need my lucky underwear, I'm going to die today, But so you can try out different insanities, but so yeah, quirks are really important to experiment with. Matt touched on that. The next question that he had a bundle of questions wrapped up was
I mean, I think we answered kind of half his question there. The other half, I think, was
gaining back
once you say lost a large amount of. So this second half of the question is a bit more trickier because there's not. I mean, it's losing sand, especially a large chunk to something like a Shoggoth. It's a sliding scale, so it's one of those things where an insanity roll that big to start with, I would have said maybe. I'm not sure if you did blow any pause on trying not to make sure you failed. I don't know if you failed it or succeeded with it, but losing that much sand at one go is very it's a tough thing to do because it's hard to claw back from it, because now every time you got to obviously make a sand roll, your chances of succeeding are less. Look at Yana, she's on the slippery scale. No offense, Yana, but we all know this.
She's been on the slippery scale for how long?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a character stay on for that long with that little sand, but she's doing well with it. Obviously, staying away from big, nasty, scary creatures and nasty events is probably a good thing for a while if you can. you know, sometimes you can't help running into something big and scary, and you might lose some sand to it.
Here's his big question though. Okay, you've already lost the sand; it's already gone. How do you gain sand back?
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, a lot of people would say, well, you've got to go, you know, go and help old ladies across the street. No, not necessarily. What you've got to do is you've got to do stuff that makes you feel better. So whatever your character, that's the problem. A lot of people will look at it as like, well, I better go and save some orphans from a, you know, or something like that. Well, if that what makes you feel good, yes, then if you can go and do that, there's a chance that at the end of the campaign, you might, you know, you remind Logan, he might give you a slightly, you know, a boosted SAM reward for doing it. But the main thing is you've got to plead your case to Logan and say, well, actually, I did this, and even though to most people that might not be, you know, Alex Kinley, you know, maybe he you know, saved a truck full of alcohol from blowing up. Well, you know, I mean, most people would just be like, well, you know, who cares? It's just alcohol. But Alex, I could be like, well, that's, you know, that's mentally, you know, rewarding to him. So might get like a D3 SAM reward or something. So it's you got to try and do things that your character would feel good about, and then remind, look, you know, obviously there have to be something important. It can't just be minor things. But I mean, that's the only way you can like claw back SAM is, and through the natural process of things. If you're knocking out missions quite quickly and you're you know, each one you're just getting kind of a standard D4 SAM because you've done well. As long as you're not losing SAM, then obviously you'll be gaining that back. So I mean, that's how I think I clawed my way back from going quite low. Was I just we didn't do anything scary for a while, and each mission we were just getting D4, D6 depending if we helped someone or something. So yeah, I suppose we'll just try and stay away from big, nasty, scary things with Alex for a while.
Yeah, I lost like 19 sanity in one session. Yeah.
So did you failed the sanity roll, I guess, against the Shoggoth then?
No, it was yesterday's session in Dino Land.
Oh right. Wow. Yeah, it happens. I mean, Pete just, I mean, he had one of the highest level SAMs. He was at like 93 or 94. We went to Dino Land, I think it was, and he just failed every insanity roll.
Yeah, me too.
He lost 20 SAM there. So you know, it can happen, and if the dice gods are not on your side, there's nothing you can do about it. So it's just one of those things that, you know, you try and balancing it out with making sure that you're trying to do something every mission that will give you a SAM reward back. So you'll gradually start clawing your way back up, you know.
Cool. Let's see. John, did you come up with a question or?
Yeah, how can Tom be as cool as Alex became?
I don't know. I've never met Tom, so I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out today.
I mean, he's already pretty cool. You're a bargain man.
I'm bargain man.
Yeah.
Bargain man. That's always good to have.
Oh my God, yes. Kinley has been hoping that some bargain man guy will come along. But do you have any other questions, Alex? Before we?
No, that's all. Thank you very much for explaining everything.
You are welcome.
Cool. Everybody draw 4 cards.
Well, I guess I'm gonna discard it.
Hooray!
Ooh. Skill 5, move 5. Skill 5.
Oh, there is another thing. I'm gonna try to expand on it later. But as far as getting personalized plot and stuff like that, how to do it, because I feel that some people are wondering, why does so and so get personalized plot? Essentially, the more interesting / flamboyant stuff that your character does, like for example, Yana, for some unknown reason I can't figure out, decided well, she got into a fight with somebody, and then later that person sent replicants that all looked like her after her to kill her, and she decided completely on her own to reprogram one to fall in love with her. And that one little action started a huge mega plot line that is spanned across the thing. Essentially, it's trying different things until something sparks some shit within the GM's head. You can't just go, well, I've done this and now I should have plot. Now, if it catches the GM's imagination and his brain starts working on it, you're going to win. Otherwise, try more shit. You know, interesting shit that doesn't fuck the party. In fact, they gave the whole party a purpose, because then they had to figure out, how do we reprogram a replicant and shit like that.
How do we get her over through Clem's, being that she's not actually a real person?
Yeah, there's all kinds of fucking issues that happened with that. All kinds of stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah, if you guys are ever listening to the old sessions and stuff, then you'll get to see all that kind of shit. But right now, is card play done? No more reds?
No.
Yeah.
You guys are all wake up. You can hear the slow ticking of a grandfather clock. You can smell pledge and a little bit of dust. It looks like you're in a place with a lot of natural woodwork. It's kind of faded, but well upkept.
Burlington?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, thank goodness.
Been here, done that.
Okay.
Hmm.
What am I wearing?
You were wearing what you were wearing when you went through the last gate that you went through.
Is there a change of clothes?
That is the change of clothes, but they're all laundered and over a chair. For some reason, your clothing always starts over a chair. And the chair is always in the same place near the bed. You've never figured out why.
I'll get
up,
dressed.
put clothes on, put my Warlock hat on.
Right. Unfortunately, it's all crusty and nasty because it's not a proper. It's like, yeah, it is just hideous. Yeah.
We all in the same room?
No, you're in your own room, but you hear people moving around, and you know your two buddies are close by.
One of them. Okay, got you.
Yeah, you have the feeling that your close buddies, two of them are close by.
I will make sure to wear my jacket inside out, so the number 6 doesn't show, as it pisses me off every time I look at it. And I'm gonna go find the other two.
No problem.
I'm at the bar.
Yeah, you track him downstairs, and he's sitting in the bar, drinking away like it's morning time. That means the big glass. Get ready for the day. Give me an alcohol tolerance roll to drink an alarming amount of alcohol that humans should die from.
Oh my god, I forgot. Look at online card sheet.
It is a thing of wonder. By the way, if you've got your possessions in the online character sheet, be sure to check the notes and stuff, because I'll go in there and put on notes and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I get dressed myself and head down.
Yeah, like for example, on I think it's John, but I could be wrong. He may have had some potions, and I put like these have gone bad and stuff like that near them, because they didn't last very long. Okay. I'm not sure if it was John or not. If you were carrying potions, probably.
Yeah, yeah. So X them out. Where'd you write them at?
Check the notes and stuff near the potions. Should be visible to you. If it's not, let me know, and I'll consult my IT specialist for details.
On my character sheet?
Yeah. Your character
probably
sheet?
Probably in the description.
Yeah. Character sheet, possession, description. What?
Where everything's left.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Pardon me, Matt?
Oh, just all the notes.
Which notes? I don't even remember. I went in.
No, I'm talking about all the new storage notes.
Good. Yes. Wonderful shit is going on. As long as gear doesn't duplicate by accident, I'm fine with it.
Yes, I suppose the only problem is you don't have something that's been put in here and then taken out and taken somewhere else, or whether.
Well, if you take it out, you delete it off the.
Yeah,
I
just
did.
delete it.
So in other words, I don't know. Is it the case that someone hasn't added it in yet, or is the flying carpet no longer still at MMO
If
Lab?
it's not there, no one's added it in.
Yeah. Or in the flying carpets case, that's disappeared into the storage that the city of Kinleyville, they're actually using it for whatever the fuck they're using it for.
So you might want to put it in that storage then, Alex.
Well,
Oh,
no,
Matt.
because Kinleyville, the people of Kinleyville have taken it. So,
Oh, they took it. Okay, fine.
It's there, and if we want it back,
well, then you might have to track it down. It'll become the quest for the flying carpet.
no, I'll be like, bring me the carpet now.
Right. It's still a quest. You still have to go there and say something.
Very easy, quick.
I didn't say it wouldn't be easy, but you have to go there and go, bitches better have my carpet. So
Logan, is there a gun shop in Burlington? Or gun
No.
store?
new. You guys have all met up at the bar and such where Alex is drinking like a fish and seems happy. You notice, Alex, that he's wearing one of the jackets inside out. You can definitely tell it's inside out. That's from the village.
Yeah. By the way, I'm actually carrying around my bowling ball. I know it's unwieldy, but I'm a strong dude, so.
You aren't. The problem is that I don't think you actually. Do you own a backpack? Do you have a backpack? I don't know if you wear.
It had a bowling case.
Right, but I mean that still takes up a hand. Is all I'm saying.
I don't need to do anything. I'll remember.
I mean, you could strap the bowling ball onto your dick and carry it around. You're freakishly strong, but what I'm saying is it's awkward.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Let's see. Also, I need sanity rolls from everybody who's not Alex because it looks as though he's hollowed out a Morlock's head somewhat and stuck it onto his, and there's like blood and viscera and shit that kind of drips down on him. Well, in the old days it did. Now it's all dried out and stuff, and it looks hideous and a little bit frightening. And that just adds to his "what in the fuck are you doing?" He looks like some sort of Pictish warrior who, and Freddy goes, "Whoa!" It's D4 times or D4 toward Morlock. Should you fail, if you succeed, you go hat. So you don't have to if you succeed. But it's only D4. It goes toward Morlock. So once you max out Morlock, you're fine.
It's a good one.
Don't want to reroll. Don't want to reroll that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and
it's only D4. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm 2 points away from a second sanity.
No, you've already got your 2 insanities because I need to reactivate it. Yeah.
Reactivating it.
Oh, by the way, we changed from fireman to something else, Matt.
So like pyro or something, yeah.
Well, no, the great outdoors.
Oh, the outdoor, yeah.
You can't forget your own insanities, or
else the outdoors.
Voices. Yeah. The last one, definitely pyro. Yeah, that'd be awesome. See, we've got
accidental pyro.
I don't know if I should know it. 32% no. I'm gonna just take the D4.
See, you could have spent hero points on it. So now you've just reactivated your second one. So now you've got your great outdoors and your what's it called? What's your other insanity?
Moderate hydrophobia.
That's
Moderate
right.
hydrophobia. Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Next will be pyro.
I can't believe I just had that whole thing about saying that to the cost of the sad loss. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, the people in the village here rather in Burlington, like when the bartender looks at it, he just kind of blinks. It stops him for a second, and then he just ignores it, like cleaning up the bar.
That is an amazing hat. For some reason, I know you, but I've never met you before. I'm Tom. Tommy Barlow.
Describe Tom, please.
Sure. Tom is He's 30. He's in his 30s. He's 6 foot tall, medium build, outdoorsman. Wears black BDU pants with thigh pockets, gray flannel shirt, black bomber jacket, usual 5 o'clock shadow beard. Travel
it looks like the picture.
Yeah, I got the picture up. Yeah.
Yeah, which is brilliant. Unfortunately, Matt's character looks like his picture. No, sorry. Could you just describe Alex Kinley to him, please?
About like 5'8", 5'9", really short cropped red hair, rugged but handsome. So he's got lots of kind of scars and looks like his nose has probably been broken a couple of times. And yeah.
Short, muscular ginger. There you go. He has no soul. We know it.
I'm Tommy.
Alex.
Alex.
Yeah.
Wait. The Alex Kinley?
Yes.
Dude, I've heard about you so much.
Yeah.
Finally got a chance to meet you.
I hope you know all good things. Actually, no, some bad things, that'd be good as well.
I don't think anything was bad, but I was always looking forward to this moment.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Have a drink.
You've just woken up. He also seems to have, and he's drinking. What is Alex drinking this early in the morning?
Whiskey.
There you go. So he's not an alcoholic. He's just practicing to be one. So you guys are sitting around the bar, looking at his fucking warlock head.
So, Alex, I have a question.
Yes.
In as however many times you've been to Clem's, what do you know about how it operates?
Absolutely nothing.
Would you mind if I go and just I need your help, you and Bargain Man. It's been really nagging at me for a while. I want to know how that place works, because I have a few ideas, and I just want to test a few things out real quick, if you don't mind.
Sure. I do know I was with the doc one time and we managed to fix a Clem's by doing something with the barber pole. So
Yes, I've read about that.
I know that's got something to do with it. I'd be a bit careful with messing with Clem's because stuff.
I'm not gonna mess with it.
Don't go too crazy with it because
No, nothing too crazy.
I don't know if they've got any defense mechanisms or anything set in place or.
Oh, Logan, one other question. When people sit in the chair, and let's say someone else is watching them teleport or whatever, do they just disappear, or what happens?
I don't think a PC has ever sat there and watched somebody else disappear.
All right, well, let's go do that and see what happens.
True. Yeah.
All right.
Lots of shit hasn't actually happened before. It's weird.
Do either of you have a camera or a phone?
No.
The look on his face, like, oh, troglodytes.
Is there a?
Or you can film me while I go through.
All right. The thing is, I want to take pictures as evidence. Could there be a camera maybe in the hardware shop I can grab? Like an old, 50s camera. Not too sure. What were those cameras called? The ones that printed out like a little.
You're thinking Polaroids?
Yeah.
Polaroid, that's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Do they have any here in Burlington?
You've never actually looked.
I'm gonna go look for one.
They do, but not the kind you're thinking of. You managed to find one. It's kind of this extendable accordion box camera that's called a Polaroid, but it's not a fucking Polaroid, which is more of a 1980s gee whiz toy where you got a picture that printed out in low quality and would eventually fade. Yeah, these are like
And-
go develop shit in fucking with chemicals and weird shit like
There's
that.
a new
all right,
skill.
never mind. I'm not gonna bother with that. All right,
Yeah, most people don't.
can one of you or both of you sit in the chair, and then the
Howdy,
rest of us
what can I do you for? Says Clem.
can watch?
Show you, please, Clem.
All right, hot towel.
Yeah.
Where are you going back to?
MMO Land.
Yes, sir. He puts you guys both in there. You've got the normal big cloth that goes on somebody to keep hair and shit from falling into their clothes and stuff, and then the hot face towel. And you're sitting there filming it.
I'm just watching.
Ah, okay. And right then, after he gets them both in, they simply disappear. Give me a sanity roll. You say as you watch the sheets and stuff fall into the barber chair, and then Clem begins.
Why
to
did I do this?
I don't know. I really have no idea why you would do that to yourself.
I need to experiment.
Do you have
What
space
is
time
the-
maxed out?
Oh, it is maxed out. Yeah.
You go.
So they just disappeared
Yes.
along with the towels.
No, the towels fell to the seat, and Clem then puts them away.
Okay, I'm
Maybe
gonna message
goes,
them.
Howdy, what can I do you for?
I'm gonna message them on the bracelet. All right, you seem to just
Well, does
disappear.
Alex actually? Does Alex have a bracelet now?
No.
Yeah, I stole one from myself.
Oh, do you mean Alex or which one?
Oh, him.
No, not you, Alex Kinley.
No.
Yes, you're Freddy now.
No. I can wear a bracelet.
You could,
now,
but your
I choose to
your
not to
quirks,
wear it.
yeah.
I still do it the old-fashioned way.
I like it. You're playing your quirks. Well done.
Then
Yeah.
I message Tom, just him.
Tom, do you have the bracelet on?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. He gets the message. You guys are in MMO land. They're powering down their defenses and stuff, and asking you to please exit the barbershop quickly in case anything else comes through.
I'm gonna go and follow them.
No problem. After nearly getting killed by the Alexopolis people, the Kinleyville people, you have joined them and such.
So it seems you just disappear. Now, when you wake up,
People
We
are
still
picking
have a-
up Alex and carrying him away.
Where's my
look.
ride?
Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex. Follow
I'm
us,
just gonna
sir.
like.
Where's
just
my ride?
follow him.
No ride for you for some reason. They just carry his ass off. They are greeting Freddy very warmly though. Like,
I'm
Sugar's there. What's up?
I nod at them. Yes. So yeah, that.
They guide him off as he seems confused. He's been with Alex too long. Come with us, sir. He'll be okay. Don't worry, he'll be fine. You can come along too, sir.
Let's do this.
Right. They take you guys off to it looks like a large house capable of easily sleeping 3 PCs, as the PCs all like to stay close to each other because they all know splitting the party is stupid. And yeah, they put you up in there. Alex is sitting in like a throne type of chair and drinking, and people are listening to him. And he is being presented with very young children who all seem to have red hair and variants of the name Alex Kinley as their first names. And they're like, hello, sir.
Hello.
The redheaded Brady Bunch.
Uh-huh. Little creepy.
I
And-
want to ask. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the women who are inducing these all seem to have blue hair.
I want to ask, like, just a random person who's helping us. Any more stones fall down on the city?
Not yet, sir. We're hoping that it doesn't happen. We appreciate you dealing with it. Yeah, we're our main priority right now is finding a way to open and close the Burlington Whirlpool. And then if we can do that and get the bridge going, that would be great, because then we'll get the Fulton Freddy crane into place. But we need a way to open and close the Whirlpool.
I just stare at Alex.
Alex seems to be talking to kids like he's some sort of demented Santa Claus. Everybody's taking Sandlots from his fucking hat, and the kids are like, they're fascinated. They're like, "Was it bad?"
Yes.
Good.
The mighty beast.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
Ew.
Fingers right in the eye. Good for you.
One of the eyes burst, and some kid's just covered in pus. He's like, ah! His mother takes him away. New kid.
Use peroxide.
No problem. Yeah, so that's going on.
Have you considered
Children.
Have you considered draining all of the water out of the whirlpool and sending it far away from here, just to the other side of the continent?
They look at you for a moment.
Freddie's got an idea.
Well, the problem is it seems to be a limitless supply, and that water is helping with the Mar River that flows by our town, and we use that to send all of our waste and stuff downriver, because that could never come back to bite us in the ass. Unfortunately, our new uneasy alliances with the crocodile-headed people and the goblins, they seem to live downriver now that I think about it.
Right. Let's make some waste disposal system, some sort. Make it happen.
We don't know how.
Right. Who's good at stuff like this?
Everybody points at you, including little kids.
Waste disposal. Well,
We need a sanitary expert in here. Stats.
how do they do it in the... Well, you need sewers, really.
Yeah.
Can you build a sewage system?
Here.
Not really. They've got the medieval type sewers, which means there's a channel in the middle of the road,
So
and the
we need
road
some
kind of
like
slopes down on both
medieval
sides.
aqueduct system.
Yes. They don't know how to do aqueducts or some sort of reclamation or recycling. They have no idea.
Schematics for the engineers.
Excellent. Yeah, it shows a lot of like concentrated drawing and stuff. So, Alex, go ahead and give me an engineering roll.
Can I help him with that?
Sure, if he wants your help. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah,
Would
if you want my help.
with industrial engineering skill? All right. Freddie, go ahead and try your industrial engineering roll, please.
Is that a right-in skill?
Everything's a right-in skill. Enjoy. Hmm? Yeah, you're not on roll 20 for reasons.
That's weird.
Yeah. You'll come back.
Down.
Yes.
Alex always comes back.
Yes, but unfortunately, he's usually drunk and or horny when he does.
Yeah. Well, hold on. You actually have the skill?
No,
Yes, he does.
but I hope.
He gives you a +5 to yours. Enjoy. Shows Alex like with his tongue sticking out of his side, and he's drawing on this CAD table, and it takes hours, and he presents it, and it looks like.
I use a +5 skill myself.
Okay, so you're up to +10.
Right, I'm just going to roll a d20 then. D20, d100. No.
Cool.
No, not fumble.
Oh, your learn's a 20?
Yeah.
Lucky
+10.
bitch. Oh, yeah. Right. He gives them this wildly incomprehensible gobbledygook, and they go, thank you. They look at it like they go off to try to build this thing.
What if it just burnt
Bouncy
all the
castle.
waste?
Oh dear.
Yeah, we can burn the waste. Yeah, but just they have magic, right? Like magic furnaces or something. Just stick it all in there and burn it.
I'm lucky that he's getting very into his insanities very quickly.
Baron, he says. Right. So hours have gone by. You're bored out of your mind there, Tom. But they are giving you food and drink and stuff. Have you've been here before, haven't you?
I've been to where were we? The MMO land.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, the weird mix of like 1950s scavenge stuff plus weird quasi-medieval stuff. Yeah, they'll be tied up trying to build something that'll never work for a while.
I'm just admiring Alex's hat.
It is the most hideous. One of the eyes is burst, and the other one's kind of rolled up, and it's just dribbled down the eye juices and stuff into the fur. It's just,
cool.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, after presenting all the various children that he appeared to have fathered at some point, the women withdraw to allow him to drink or whatever he's going to do.
It's an important part of the society. The population,
yes,
steadily increasing.
Well, they say they're hoping that before Kinley giving they can or Alex giving they can get a way to turn on and off the whirlpool. They're not sure how. They have somebody come and like brief you and stuff because that way
on and off the whirlpool.
Yes, the gate for the whirlpool. They don't know how to do that. But also they've sent off.
I want to talk to McKay about that. He is trying to practice, I believe, with the gate magic. I unfortunately am still trying to get a bloody crit on my bloody spell. Oh, talking of which, let me set my bind point back here.
Right. Alex begins to cast a spell. People pull back a bit because they don't know if he'll burst into flame.
I need a crit for the next bloody spell level.
Alex's body becomes shrapnel flying. Oh no, he just failed. Okay.
I failed.
Yeah. Yeah, you can keep trying until you run out of magic points. Half go away each time.
Keep running until you run out of magic points.
Oh yeah, that's right. Alex has an interesting way to cast spells. He casts a few spells, and they sits and drinks, and then he casts more. Cool. So, yeah. You guys want to do anything, or just sit here and drink for a while?
Yeah, I want to ask one of the people if I may procure a regular sword.
A sword is brought for you. Let me see what kind of condition it's in. They try their best.
You're getting a magical sword.
Yeah, if I get low enough, it will be. It is a piece of shit. It's got notches in it. And it's just like, here's a big fucking metal sharpened club to hit somebody with. Have fun. Oh my God.
Nice.
That's it.
Is that the next one up?
Yeah.
He's so happy.
My
And
healing magic is getting better.
it's strange to think that the drunken dude who's wearing a severed head on his head is like kind of the party healer.
Well, do you remember he was, well, he is.
Oh God, it's worse than that. He's a party healer and he's a party frontline fighter, which if you think about the healing fighter, that makes him the party paladin.
No! Paladin, where do you roll?
If you remember rightly, he is an embodiment of St. Patrick.
Right.
And if you remember when me and Justin was in Dunwich, there was an NPC called Blind Willie.
Yeah, I remember him, and you fucking cured his goddamn eyes.
My healing, and I said if I crit my healing like an eagles, so then we had to start calling him not so Blind Willie. That was brilliant.
I believe you'd cast regen hit points crit, and that gives you regen magic points self, which
shit.
Yeah, but again, I'm just putting it up here because I knew where it was, but all the spell trees are in the spell section of the boards if you ever need them.
Yeah.
For you, this is not really a useful spell. In fact, you won't even notice the effects because your thing is better. But the next one up, I believe, is regen magic points other. Or no, you've got two different selections. Next, if you ever crit this one,
I've already got give MP.
yeah.
It's got to probably be give help HP, isn't it?
No, you just cast regen hit points other.
Huh?
You've just cast regen hit points other, didn't
No,
you?
I didn't.
Oh, that was regen hit points?
Yeah, that's regeneration
Oh.
hit points self.
Sorry, then that's not the one you get then. I gave you the next one. Regeneration hit points other is the next one.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that's what I really wanted.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let me find it. I think it's the same thing, but it's for other. Same thing as what you already got. Yeah.
Oh, can I procure a compass?
I don't know if they have compasses here. Let me find out. I've never had anybody ask for one. Compass.
Never mind.
Oh,
you have a
also,
Do you have a watch? What clock?
yeah, they give you one of the ones from Burlington.
Wonderful.
You recognize it as one of the ones that some person was wearing up there, and they just took it. Also, Mr. Kinley.
Yes.
They've been gone for about a month or two. We don't know if they've succeeded, failed, anything like that. But most of the mages are out looking for the source of magic.
I know. I want to go with them.
They've left like a month ago. So if you want to go find them, that's fine. They generally headed east, but then we don't know where they went.
Bring us the flying carpet. And the quest begins.
Let me see how close and convenient they're like, you know.
I don't want to know any knows.
Yeah, we're using it. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It's not here. It's with the geologist, Hornsberry. He's got it with his team, and they're using it for looking for more stuff to mine.
Okay,
but we do have something different for you.
Mr. Pickles and the naughty shamrock.
Very well. Right. No, that's fine. It has its own problems, like it needs a full crew and stuff. So
yeah, I'll take the whole crew.
Of course you will. The quest begins for. So you guys have apparently launched into some sort of epic quest. The town, eventually, the head of the town shows up. He's not super fucking pumped that he's losing his scavenging vessel, but he's not going to fucking argue with Alex Kinley. There's Darius. And everybody give me a sandy roll for Mr. Pickles. There's Mr. Pickles. If you haven't maxed out, it's all good. It's 0/D3. So if you fail your sandy roll, it's only D3. God damn, Mr. Pickles absolutely terrifies Freddy. He maxes at 3, I believe. Is it 3, Matt?
No,
yeah,
6.
Unless you changed it, I've got it down as 8. I know that sounds very high, but
I have a 3 on mine. I don't know.
Hold on, let me check his.
Pickles at 8 out of 8.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, if you don't,
he's not all that terrifying. Yeah, I'm happy to have him max at 3. That's fine. He's more cute than anything else. He's wearing a lot of weird clockwork type. Oh, here, let me give you the pictures. Sorry about that, John. There you go. There's the pictures. Also, on this trip, Katar Balar walks in, which unfortunately is another sandy roll from everybody who doesn't have him maxed out. It appears that he has like giant Lego head, but it's animated. And inside it's hollow. And hold on,
how much is it?
I'm checking because most people make their sandy rolls. You're kind of following a different path. Let's see. Sees Qatar Balar.
I failed that time.
Oh, thank God. Now,
I had him at 6.
max at 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with if you failed, it's D3, max of 6.
What am I rolling? A D3? D4?
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. Why?
I have a D4.
Sure, if you roll 4, then you can re-roll it. Easy. There's some special. You lost 1. Good. Max of 6. Excellent. All right. So, and then also, Obed is going to be going with you. Here's a picture of Obed. Fortunately, he causes 0. Well, he should cause sanity, but he doesn't. He goes, hello, and he poses just like that. And he's wearing that stuff.
He's the kind of weird one.
He is out of his fucking mind, but he thinks he's cool.
Where's those pictures at? I'm trying to. Oh, okay, got you.
Yep. They've even got their names, with the exception of Mr. Pickles, who is the dog. And Mr. Pickles is about a meter high, comes over, grabs hold of Alex's leg to hug him, and he goes, and he lets go and backs up. Good to see you, Alex, he says.
Good boy, who's a good boss?
Stop it. Right, Mr. Pickles is the captain of the Naughty Shamrock that apparently you guys are going to be riding on. He says, so you need my ship. Where are we going?
Whoa. Ships?
What?
No one said anything about ships.
Oh, yes, we're going to be sailing.
We're not be
through.
sailing on the water, we'll be sailing through the air, Freddy. Through the
Oh.
air.
Over the water.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Pickles.
Okay.
We'll get it gassed up, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay.
We're going east,
Right.
we try and catch up with the wizards.
Well, we don't know if they're continuing east or if they turned north or south. We don't know. They weren't just
We
going
need
east.
a magic tracker.
Yeah, unfortunately, the wizards are the ones who have that sort of thing.
We've got one.
Yeah,
Do we?
yeah,
I
we've got
kind of do.
wizards.
Not really.
Right. The wizards here are wildly incompetent and don't know how to make a magic tracker, unfortunately.
Right, well,
I can do it, but we
Mm,
would actually need to put it on them.
Ah.
So that's not gonna work.
No problem. We can go on a grand quest and see the world, says Mr. Pickles, just like you always wanted to, Alex.
well, we are on the Naughty Shamrock, the luckiest ship around. You never know, that luck might rub off and we might just happen to go past the... Logan,
Huh?
you're in the magically gifted area
Mhm.
of this area. I can take my bowling ball out and try and concentrate it on again. I want to see what makes this tick. Focus
So-
my...
Well, you're gonna need some magic glasses or something.
Really? Because last time you gave us like an essence or a will roll or something to make it go.
Oh, to make it go is different than figuring it out.
Oh yeah, no. I just want to make it go and see what happens.
Oh, give me a bowling roll.
A bowling roll?
Yep.
I thought it was an essence roll.
Nope.
Can I since I have experience, be like, okay, hold the ball like this, toss to your feet, and
You know-
bowl.
Did I already add bowling on here?
So can I assist with that or no?
Yes, give me a bowling roll to assist. Good way to get a skill check there.
Oh yes, I do. I have.
As I
Oh,
reminisce
specified
about
target.
my life.
Specified target is what you need to do. It has to be somebody.
I would suggest a tree.
Body.
Alex,
Body.
Alex,
Somebody.
Body.
Yeah.
warning,
Or something that's alive.
if you throw that,
An
you
animal.
need to catch it back in the bowling bag, or it's gonna continue attacking things.
He seems to know how it works.
Have you already used it then?
It's been identified, yes.
Ah. Oh, never mind then.
Well, it's still a good way to get a check. He's trying to help you use yours badly.
Yeah, but if I have to focus on one, not something.
Well, there are animals outside. You can definitely hear those, like one of the farters.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to be too happy if I start slaughtering their livestock.
You're Alex Kinley. They'll just cook it probably.
Yeah. We'll do it next time. If someone else has already figured it out, then
Yeah, we know how to use it. Yeah.
Okay. I will save it for combat.
So where are we going, Mr.
Mr. Pickle, he's gone.
Oh,
We're leaving
then.
on a jet plane. I start
Yeah,
singing.
he left to go somewhere.
Yeah, Alex, what are we? Why are we after these wizards?
The wizards are trying to find the source of magic. Would it be really cool to find the source of magic? But we also think this could be connected with other things.
Well,
Fair enough.
just getting to find out what's in MMO land because nobody's really explored a huge swamp.
I tried to initially, but it's
Yes.
all text-based.
Yes, and now it's not anymore. And
What's the name of the ship?
maybe a little faster than walking.
What's the name of the plane we're on or ship, whatever?
The Naughty Shamrock.
Alex, can you teach myself and Bargain Man the cool sword disappearing magic thing?
I certainly can, or I can certainly try. Here we go. Where's my teaching? Teaching. Yeah.
Damn it.
Who is it? Who is it that we're looking for again?
The wizards, I think, or something. I don't know.
It's teaching per person, isn't it?
Yeah, it's per person. So
Right.
try it on him next.
I'll try
If he wants to learn. I'm assuming you do, Mr. Bargain Man.
Okay.
What are we trying to learn here?
New spell.
You tomorrow. I've not managed to get it teaching for you, but I will teach you tomorrow. It's going to be a long journey anyway, so it's good.
Okay.
Let me spell, because this could be normally shouldn't be a problem, but hopefully. Yay! Right. Logan, I've taught Freddy a sword trick.
Yay!
And I will attempt.
Oh, that was on me? Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
First roll and then the second. I will attempt to do John tomorrow when I can try and teach it again.